Welcome back to the Professor's Lab podcast, a show with a clown, a nerd, a duck, and a degenerate. Today we're going to be talking about my 3-week vacation, traveling around Great Britain, and doing various things, seeing family, seeing all these castles and all that. You get the vibe. So, first thing we did was go to Scotland, you feel me, and then we went to England for, in theory, 2 weeks, but then we went to Wales randomly, so we're gonna get right into that pretty soon, and by pretty soon I mean an hour and a half. So I went to England, specifically, 2 other times, once in 2017 and another time in 2019, and the first time was with my parentals and my middle brother. Okay, it was pretty epic. I was 10 years old, seeing things I've never seen before, seeing my grandparents before they die. But then in 2019, it was me, my parents, and not my brother. So it was just the three of us, and it was bloody miserable. I was 12 years old. I was missing Fortnite Season 9. I just wanted to play Fortnite. Like, all I could play is COD Zombies and Terraria on the iPad. Yes, they had a COD Zombies thing, emulation for the iPad and mobile at that time. It's not on the App Store anymore. So, yeah, I hate my British family. They're very boring and annoying and unproductive, and they just pick me off, you feel me? So it's bloody miserable being around them. And like, all I hear is, oh, a bit posh in it, but bloody fish and chips. You get a bottle of water? They literally talk like that because they're all from Essex and stuff. And like, the kind of British accent that people make fun of is the Essex British accent, where they say bottle of water. And so I have to deal with that. It's so annoying. Like, the only British accent that's actually good and not annoying is the London accent, which is the closest thing to an American accent. Alright, they're modernized, they're woke, all that stuff. Yeah. So, this time, it's been 4 years since we've gone, alright? So we were very excited. My grandparents are still alive for some reason. They're like 2 feet in the grave, and they're still alive. Like, they got all kinds of cancer. My nanny is balding. She's losing her hair. They're moving into their mid-80s, okay? And they have siblings that are older than them, and they're all fine and healthy, but they're overweight. They don't move around. They can't walk anymore because they're fat. And yeah, so... oh, and they're annoying and senile, so it's very miserable being around them. We had to be around them a whole week, just taking care of them and doing unproductive things. We went to antique stores, and that was it. We couldn't do anything with them. We couldn't go to London. We had to go by ourselves at some point and then go right back. Because if we went to Scotland and didn't go to England to visit my dad's parents, then we would be disowned. Okay, they would be very mad forever and ever. Like I care. I don't even live there. I don't care about their existence because they're boring. So, I would gladly go to Scotland and not visit them. But yeah, we did it anyway because I'm not the adult and my opinion does not matter. So there you go. It's just, I don't know, mate. These are old people I have seen many, many times. They've been to the US several times and they visited us. And, man, it's like watching a boring, a really long and boring movie that it's so boring. And you're just rewatching it over and over. That's what going to England is like. Because I've done it several times now. It's so boring. It's actually a horrible country. Like, it's fun the first time, and then like the beginning of the second time, and then it's just, man, I need to get out of here, mate. So I guess that's all of the backstory. Man, this is a podcast, okay? I'm trying to go in depth on like everything. It's only been 5 minutes so far since I started recording, so I'm trying to go in depth, but you know, let's just jump right into it now. So we go into Scotland. Here's the first photo I have on the Scotland folder. It's just me playing Terraria. This is the last thing I did before we left for our 3-week vacation. Yeah, I don't know. Here's a video of me without my glasses. So I'm saying bye to the kitty cats. There's Carlos. Where's Kimber? I find Kimber in the room. There you go. She's so fluffy. She's right here as well. She's been in my lap. She's very horny. Okay. I'm saying bye again. And then we leave, and I found this Drive book. The novel of Drive with Ryan Gosling. Yeah. And then we land in Atlanta after a 4-hour flight. So then we can take a flight to Edinburgh, Scotland. And I look around, all I see is black people. 90% of the population of Atlanta is like black, I'm pretty sure, or it's 70%, but basically white people are a minority in Atlanta. It's all just gangs, drugs, and murder. That's why YSL is there, okay? But yeah, airport was alright. There were some like displays. I think I have a photo. There's the airport. There's the sunset. Yeah, it's pretty decent for the south. Okay, there's like these displays of like just liberal art. It's horrible. That is not what you want to see. It's they think this is art. They think this is good. Hold on, let's zoom in. Okay. This thing? Why am I covering it? Oh my gosh. Okay. This thing, we got this naked person, and then we got like this dog, a seal, or a bird thing, cat, whatever that is, penguin. And it's, okay, nothing you can take from here. Something, something, something. It's horrible. It's subjectively bad. Look at that. It's horrible. Oh my gosh. I don't know what this is. Or what is that? Like, oh my gosh. They just have that displayed in the middle of the airport. I know this is a video about Britain, so let's move on. That's nothing. There's us leaving. And then there's this. Okay, so when I'm on the plane to Scotland, I kind of like wake up because I was sleeping, and I see like this, and I'm like, what am I looking at? So first, I'm at the emergency door, so I'm right above the wing, so I see the wing and the engine here, and so I look closer. What am I looking at here? What is this foreground? Are these clouds? Are they trees? Is it snow? Is it the ocean? I was so confused. So from Atlanta, the flight kind of does a curve up like the East Coast. It does like a curve, and we just like go through north, and then once we're like up in Maine or like eastern Canada, we then curve and past Greenland and Iceland, and then it goes into Scotland. So it does a shape like this. Okay. And so by this point, we're in front of Canada and kind of moving towards Greenland. And so here, we're on the coast of Canada pretty much. We're like in the water. I don't know where the heck exactly. We're either still in Canada or we're on the water at this point. But so I asked my mom about this. We assessed this is just clouds. It confused me for like a solid 10 minutes. I'm just looking at it for so long, just thinking, what am I looking at? My vision's blurry. I just woke up. Yeah, it was confusing. And then here's us passing into either Ireland or the coast of Scotland. I don't remember. And this is Scotland. This is the lowlands. So it literally just looks like England. 'Cause it's just the lame part of Scotland. So it's all flat. There's farms everywhere. You're just moving through. It's very laggy. So many pixels. Oh, look at that brick sidewalk. Yeah, that's at the airport and stuff. There's this big old sign I couldn't even fit in the photo. There you go. Edinburgh. So Americans think that it's pronounced Edinburgh, but it's Edinburgh. Like, they just add an A at the end in the pronunciation, you know? Man, I don't know. But that's outside the airport where we landed. Load. Is this a video? What's it loading? Yeah, it's a video. On the plane. Now, hold on. So, I had to sit next to an Asian when I got on the plane. Now, this was not a family member, alright? It had to be a total stranger. Oh, there's a magpie over there, whatever the heck they're called. Man, beautiful creature. Anyway, so the thing is, I throw up and I get car sick and plane sick. And when I was 10, I threw up on the plane once or twice next to my brother, the other one. And so we had to, like, ask this person if they would like to switch with the other son, so that I could be next to a family member instead of a total stranger if I threw up. But they were like, nah, fam, I picked this spot in particular for the emergency exit on the plane next to the wing. And so my mom was like, yeah, well, he might throw up, so can you please move? And she's like, nah, fam, I'm staying here. And so now this person knows that I might throw up, and they're still going to stay there out of paranoia that the plane might go down, and they want to be the first one off through the emergency exit and all that. So I had to endure. Maybe it won't be that bad, because the plane engines are so loud, all you can hear is the whole time in your ears. If I said a single word on that plane, you could not understand a single bit of it. Alright, so, I don't know, mate. 8 hours of silence. This was not the first time this had to occur. So, I don't know. I didn't even want to watch a movie on the little screens that they had in front of us on the other seats. I just tried to fall asleep immediately and look out the window and see all the lights pass by as we're going up north through all of the colonial states and stuff, so we can go off the coast and head towards Scotland and graze the eastern coast of Canada as well and all that. And there was so much ocean, but there was also so many clouds. Anyway, that's unrelated. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. We were both tiny, so we fit in our seats well, and neither of us leaned on each other or fell asleep at all, because we couldn't fall asleep, so we were all just straight up the whole time, and it was all good. That's about it. See ya. That was the worst flight I've ever been on in my life, however. Look at this frame. Man, it was a lot of rambling and mumbo jumbo, but you know, you get it. Let's move on. Wow. Okay. Alright, so, driving in our rental car, I see grass for the first time in my life, and I'm like, whoa, that's kind of green. More grass and hills and trees. I'm like, wow, that's kind of green. That's very green. Look at that. That's a church or something. We passed by, I'm like, wow, that's kind of brown. Usually when I go to church, the outerior is white.
See how that says Chester Avenue? What's this?
I don't know what the heck this video is. And then we're looking at these houses and I'm like, wow, those are bricked up. And then I'm looking at these houses and I'm like, wow, these are old. This is probably like 200, 700, 500 years old, who knows. Everything in Britain is just old. Look at those Victorian houses. And the seagulls, they're very big. I've been looking at the seagulls and I'm like, wow, that is a big bird. I'm the biggest bird. And I've been looking at the energy drinks and I'm like, wow, there's no prime. There's no prime. And then my boy, he like messages me and he's like, bruh, there's Prime right here. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's Monster. I don't know if he was trolling me or what, but yeah, there's no Prime. So I'm like, wow, there's no Prime in Scotland. But we go to a different store and there's Prime there. So it was all good, but there just wasn't any there. Alright, so let's do a house tour, shall we? We are in a flat. Here's the bathroom. You feel me? The British toilet, it flushes with this button right here. Here's the sink. It's very tiny. You can fit, like, you can barely fit your whole hand in there. It's very tiny. Alright. Mirror. Shower. It's pretty small. This whole thing is pretty small,
This
innit?
hallway is fat phobic because it's not very.
The hallway's fat phobic because it's not very wide. Look at this room. This is a bedroom. Another mirror. This is my stuff. This is Stony Wony. Look at Okay,
this
so
amazing Brexit view.
we sleep for the first night,
Pretty cringe, innit?
and so I fall asleep pretty quickly, I think. I don't remember. Jet lag. And I wake up after like 2 hours or something. 1 hour, 30 minutes, who knows. And this dude, my brother is my oldest brother. The one that didn't go in 2017. He's never been out of the country ever in his entire life. So he's like, alright, yeah, I'll go to Scotland with you guys. Amazing. Anyway, this dude, I hear this like big ol' and I'm like, what is that? And so I'm waking up and I'm listening to it. The worst snoring I've ever heard in my whole life. I'm not even trolling, bruv. My dad doesn't even have that kind of snoring. And I'm listening to this the whole night. I could not sleep. I sleep for maybe 30 minutes and then I'm just waking up to... And then the thing is, he wakes himself up from snoring. And so he snores. And then he moves around. He breathes. Snores again. Wakes up again. It just does that the whole night. I swear he barely got any sleep either. Just from himself snoring so much. He, like, dang, Big, you live like this? How is your throat not disintegrated? I don't know.
Tiny. Everything is just.
So, whenever we slept in the same room with each other in, like, all the houses that we've rented, or in hotels and stuff, that's what I had to deal with. There was two houses that we rented where I didn't have to sleep in the same room with him. It was amazing. Okay, that's when I got good sleep. But I had to sleep in the same room with him, hearing him snore, like, the majority of the vacation. Okay, when I'm at my grandparents' house, we had to sleep next to each other.
Bumblebees are fat.
In the last hotel that we were in, we had to sleep in the same bed. Because there was one in our room. My goodness. Horrible experience. And I didn't want to, like, point it out to him the next morning. I just can't be bothered because you can't control snoring. So this is the car that we rented. This is a Mercedes. All this footage gets interesting in a second, okay? I'm going into detail. This is going to be a long episode.
It looks like crystals, and it has RGB.
Yeah, it had RGB. That was kind of crazy.
Look at that. It's a pre-hot wheel retina.
And the air conditioning,
Turn on and off the
you gotta
air
give it the old
conditioning.
nip twist to turn it on. It was very strange. It was a nice car. Like, I enjoyed watching my dad drive it because I was just imagining myself drive it like, oh my gosh. It's a race car, you know? It was pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Ketchup flavored Cheetos. The most peculiar little guy in all of the country.
Look at these other flavors though.
These are cheese.
Look at that. Pizza flavored Cheetos. Something never seen before. I'm gonna put that in there. That is just mental. It tastes fucking mingy. It tastes fucking mingy. The bloody Doritos, the orange are the chili cheese, or nacho cheese, the whatever, and then these are the red ones are the spicy ones, and then there's the cool original, the whatever. Yeah, the Dorito flavors are different. This country is fucking mad, mate. It tastes fucking yeah, it tastes different as well. The nacho cheese orange flavor that's supposed to be nacho cheese in America, it tastes a little bit different. This country is mad. It tastes fucking mingy. Yeah, so a lot of the food, they're like of the same brands, but they're just made with different ingredients because it's in a different country. It's very strange. I don't know why they can't just make it in the US and then ship it out to the country. Why does it all have to be made in its own factories? Like, these billionaire snacks, you know, like, frick me. I will frick you, B. I'm gonna frick you. This cat can't sit still. She has ADHD. Cats have autism and ADHD 100% of the time. Look at the Mexican food all the way in Europe. Scotland. Tortilla chips in Scotland. That's crazy. Like, we go on vacation to get away from all the Mexican stuff. What do they call it? But Mexican the first time we went into England, the first thing we see is Mexican food. My teeth are yellow. This country is mad. It tastes fucking mingy. You get out. This country is mad. It tastes fucking mingy. Yeah. Meow. Just sent that into the boys group chat. No context. We're gonna be taste testing these Scottish Cheetos. Now they're gonna. So here's me taste testing the Scottish Cheetos. Let's skip ahead. That tastes dangerously cheesy. That's dangerously cheesy. It was pretty good in it. Now, since I got COVID like twice, my taste buds have changed permanently. And so Cheetos, they taste horrible to me now. And so those in England, the UK, eat that. It's pretty good in it. Rather than eat the actual Cheetos Puffs. That's what I'm talking about. My taste buds change. Yeah, okay. It looks like a Dorito. This is the pizza flavored. It wasn't that good. That is no good. And then here's some commentary from me, Padre.
Now that is somewhat strange. It's different.
Well,
I think that Cheetos taste different in Scotland than they do in the United States.
That's pretty strange, isn't it? That's pretty strange, isn't it? Okay, we're done. Goodbye. Goodbye. And then here's the average Brexit view. Amazing. And then here's the average Brexit morning. Now here we have Schmexy Selfie. And then we have Spider. There's a bloody spider that me and my brother woke up to. And we're like, bruh. I mean, he was like, bruh, and I was like, whoa, that's kind of schmexy. He's a Harry Potter fan, and he's scared of spiders. That's crazy. And so I had to kill it for him, and he was like, oh my gosh, thank you, oh my gosh. He's such a little femboy. Like, never mind. Okay, here's the average Brexit breakfast. This is British bacon. Amazing. Better than the bacon in the States. I hate the bacon in the States after I first tried this. Years ago. And then here's like toast or bread. No, it's just bread. It's not even toast. And then here's all the candy I was eating. We got... Oh, freak you. How far can I zoom? Okay. We got... What is this? Wait, what is this? Are these crunchies? I have no idea. I think they're crunchies. Yeah, here's a crunchie. This is honeycomb chocolate thing. It's my favorite. Fruit pastels. Oreo things. The Cheetos. Caramel bar things. Mentos. Pringles. The Pringles are not that good. Digestives. I love digestives. Here's the average Brexit drip. We got Adidas jacket. Jaguar sports cap. Harry Potter glasses. Tranny hair. Cactus shirt. Yeah. My bag. My camera bag. Water pouch. Why do I stand like that? Skechers. Sweatpants. So I kind of blended in. I really blended in. I was the real Brexit lad. Okay, so I saw a cat when I was walking when I got outside, but it ran away really fast. So this video is kind of just there. I couldn't get the cat on camera. So this is us driving into the city of Edinburgh, so we can finally see some things, and this is gonna get interesting for once. I've been recording for 26.5 minutes, and we're finally getting into the meat of this. So here's the city, pretty good in it. A little bit of cloud, so the sunlight looks very white. But yeah, it's a nice little town. Better than London. Spoilers. Like, if you're living in London, leave and move to Edinburgh. I think you would much rather be stabbed in Edinburgh than London or Birmingham. It's just everyone talks a little bit more retarded in Scotland in general, so you're not going to be used to it. I don't know what the heck this is, I don't remember, but it's old.
Like a streetwalker.
I don't know, more buildings. It's a clock tower. It's nothing much. There's a mall we found. It's pretty good in it. Just out of nowhere, we just walk into the mall. And there's an alleyway. And then we're on a tour thing, and so I took all my pictures on the camera, my actual camera. And so this is the one picture I have on my phone. What is this? Just another video. I was just kind of hogging the experience on my camera, so I just took out my phone and took some videos here. Wow, look at that. That's kind of cool. Look at that. And then there's like this hill thing. And there's like Chinese people that got on the bus right behind us. And all their kids are just so annoying. They remind me of my friend's little sister. And they're like Asian and stuff, so I don't know. They have no chill. They're just talking at the top of their tippity top of their lungs and tongue and throat. Like in the Beninging, in the Beninging, and the parents are not doing anything. When you're in Europe, you need to just keep it to yourself, but these kids have no concept of that because they're not from Europe. Here's a hairy coo. The bloody hairy coos are very fluffy and stuff. These are the coos of bloody Scotland. They're very round. They're like a Dr. Seuss character, you know. But we didn't get to see a bloody hairy coo until towards the end of our bloody first week in the bloody Britain. That's nothing. So here is us in Times Square. Bloody Times Square of bloody Edinburgh. The bloody LGBT, the bloody LGBT. We're at war with LGBT. Here's an alleyway I found. It's very dark and mysterious. It's a horrible selfie. We could not take any good photos of that thing. It's the biggest bird. It's the biggest bird. Biggest bird. Here's a door, and then here's like Latin. We couldn't. We were trying to figure out what it said, but you know, we don't know Latin. We kind of use some translators and whatever. You can see in my nose in this photo where I'm in front of the sun. So let's take a good look at my nose here. Amazing. Digging for gold.
Alright, there's someone playing a bagpipe somewhere.
There's someone playing a bloody bagpipe. We're gonna look for the bloody bagpipe in the... Oh, this place? So that one bit in Infinity War where you first see Wanda and Vision and they're like chilling. That fight scene, it was in this place here. Or outside here. Where we are. This is outside of this like old church. And then there's the bagpipes.
Oh, young lads.
Young lads. And then we go into the church and we're just like doing our thing, and then we couldn't take pictures, so I don't have any pictures to show, but it's pretty epic. Pretty muy bonita iglesia, alright? And then we just come out and we look at more stuff. We see the bagpipe people with the drums. That was a drum solo. And this video is vertical when I was trying to make it horizontal. So we got the bagpipe a little bit more. But yeah, that kid's face was red. He was just exerting so much oxygen. And then here's a real Brexit bagpipe Scotland Highlander.
Everything.
Look at that. Muy bonita senora.
Properly dressed.
And then here's the, like a mirror. Balcony.
Okay, go.
And then I found these stairs. And I wanted to walk up them and get like it recorded and stuff for the vlog. There's this Asian shit. Like she's balding more than my nanny. Ruining the shot, wearing all pink. So I waited for her to get out of the shot and then I started dancing down. Boom, boom, boom. So it was like Joker stairs. That was the intent. And then there's this chick right here that pulls up. She's taking a picture of something. I don't know what's going on there.
We didn't see.
And then she walks off. And then yeah, so I'm doing the Joker dance. And then I finish up. And so I have my camera and stuff, so I would have gone harder, but I just didn't because I didn't want to like have it snap off or something. And then this looks like Amsterdam, so I'm like, hold on a minute, this is bloody Amsterdam. So then we go to a fish and chips restaurant, and then I got some bloody shrimp scampi and stuff. Oh, freak you. Oh, don't you dare knock those off of my desk. I have some seashells and like snail shells here that I stole illegally. I want to make jewelry out of it, and then I'll give it to like a female or something. Alright. So yeah, this is my favorite. This is my favorite food in the entire world right now. But it's only in Britain and stuff. Shrimp scampi in the US is very different. It's horrible. This is amazing. Okay. And then my brother, we're in a foreign country for the first time in his whole life. And this nibba gets a burger in a European country. American food. First chance he gets. What the heck is wrong with him? Okay. And then here's the dessert. Good old pie. Look at that. Bloody cotton candy. Bloody ice cream with the bloody strawberry sauce. Fudge. Pure chocolate. I think it was just pure chocolate. Is this a cookie in the ice cream? And then, I don't know. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's like a corn dog looking thing, but it's like fried something. And then tiny little donuts, more cotton candy, and then a flake right here. You can barely see it. But yeah, all the donuts in England, I don't like them. I don't like them that much. They're fresh and squishy, but they don't know how to make good donuts. I like them better in the States. And then here's like a Harry Potter store. There's a bloody kitty.
This is a Harry Potter themed store right in the heart of Scotland.
Right in the heart of Scotland.
These are all the wands.
The bloody
We're
wands.
Sirius Black.
Sirius Black.
That's the one I have at home. Oh, it's down there. Yeah, there you go.
Skip ahead. I don't know. It's kind of boring. It's just kind of what you expect. We go up these stairs. It's very cramped. Everything in this bloody country is just... It's just crammed. You can't walk anywhere. You have to be shoulder to shoulder to with someone else. Owls! Okay, here's the full video of me holding an owl and just standing there scared that it's gonna bite my face. I didn't want to like startle it or anything, but because I got the smaller owl out of the two. My brother got the bigger one. This one was huge. If I held this owl, that would have gone crazy. I would have held it if my brother wasn't there. But since he's obviously bigger than me, he's 6'3" and I'm 5'9". He doesn't look 6'3".
Yours just turned its head there.
But yeah, they're muy bonita owles. I don't know how to say owls in Espanol. Hold on. Google Translate English to Spanish. Owl. What? Bull. Owls. Bulls. I don't know how to pronounce the U with an accent. I've literally 2 years of Spanish. I've never learned how to do that. But yeah, look at. So they made us pet it with like feather, and the owners of the owls warranted it to flap its wings because they wanted to show us it flapping its wings. So it was kind enough to do that.
This is a boy, Bramble. But his over here, she's a Eurasian eagle owl. Bramble's an Indian eagle owl.
One of them is an Indian owl, and the other one's a something owl. So they're both different breed. So they told me to put my face up to this owl, so there's this little bit here where we're getting pictures of me doing that. And so then I had to like kiss it. I don't know why they made me do it. I put my face up to the owl, and like, I'm smelling it. I smell the owl. It smells like a bird. It really does smell like a bird. It was very, very cool. Yeah, very amazing 3 minutes of my life here.
We have lots of rodents.
And like, I'm posing with it for so long with these different... And I'm trying not to make it mad. Look at it. It wants to kill me. Okay? But yeah, very amazing. And then here's some photos. There are some other photos I have, but they're on the camera. Here's the Illusion Museum. I don't know why it's in Scotland. Why is an Illusion Museum in Scotland? It's very random, but whatever. We wanted to go see it. There's a mirror. And then here's a video of the mirror. Come on, we don't got all day. I'm not trying to make this 3 hours. I'm just trying to make it 2 hours. 2 hour long podcast episode. There you go. It's very hard to record it. This is a long video. I record everything. But yeah, you get it. It gets interesting in a little bit later after this. Disneyland. Oh, 12 Foxy 12 video. So I don't know what the heck I'm looking at here.
That's too much.
Like, is it just a series of mirrors? I didn't understand.
I feel like I'm in a 12 Foxy 12 video.
Oh, and then they had cameras outside the building and you could just spy on people. I don't know what the illusion was. Oh, and then here's the thermal. This is probably the best part, and yeah, that's kind of sad.
My mustache has a heat sense.
So I was the hottest one. I was sweating. Daddy touches my belly. And then I touch his belly. Handprint on his belly.
I'm very hot. We're sweating. My facial
We're all
hair
wearing
is
glasses.
colder than
We're the
skin.
glasses gang. And I'm the only one that don't even have prescriptions.
I'm very hot.
They're just blue blockers. Another video. Ah, here we go. This is what you want. So this is like this electric thing.
Oh, look
You
at
touch
that.
it and it follows your fingers.
Oh, I can feel the static when I'm like about to touch it.
It's very
it, like, makes
amazing.
my hair stand up.
And then there's like one where like you touch it and then you touch someone else at the same time and it just zaps them. I get it on camera in a sec.
Look at that.
But just look at these things. Look at that. And it's real electricity. It's very like 2000s kind of toy thing. Like you go to like physics or whatever class has those and the professor shows you. Like look at that. I didn't even know what that was. That was so. Okay, here we go.
And then I'm gonna touch you.
My mom didn't want me to short my phone,
Short your phone.
so she takes my phone and records me doing it.
Okay, go ahead, Stone. Guinea pig. Now touch Stone.
So I
with the
touch
other
my
hand.
brother.
No, hold one. I'll put one hand there.
Because you're moving the static electricity from there through your body into me.
Don't do it with your whole.
Nah.
Nah,
You gotta hold on to it.
this one was confusing. Yeah, whatever, you get it. All right. What's next? I think this is us on the roof. No? Oh. This is like a round mirror bowl. Love's gonna get you killed. The price is gonna be the death. This is the first animation ever made. Mirror. Love's gonna get you killed. The price is gonna be the death. So we're on the roof of the building, and we can see the whole city. La Ciudad. And then there's the turd. That's the turd. Hold on. Selfie. Turd. I don't know what the heck this thing is. Oh, I had an awkward interaction actually. So I'm taking a selfie here, and I'm doing it next to this one dude. He's like a dad or something, and so he turns over to his wife, who was behind me as I'm walking off, and so it looks like he's staring at me, and he's like. He either said it in a British accent or Scottish accent. I don't know if he was from there, but he's like, "Did you get the bloody turd in the background?" And so I look at him like, maybe. I didn't understand a single word that he said because I'm not used to the Scottish accent yet. And I'm like, wait, there's a turd over there? Because like that's the word I heard, turd. And he's like, "I'm not talking to you, you fluffy fat, you mingy little tuss wanker." And I'm like, "Oh," and I just scatter off. Yeah, whatever. Family selfie.
Alright.
What is
See
this?
what's in the thing. We're gonna see. Oh. Wow, it's gone. Oh.
That's nothing. Wait. No, there's more. There's more. Hold on. What's up? Rocks. Oh, those so these are like pictures of people that painted themselves to look like whatever, and they just like go on to a portrait of the rocks or flowers or anything like that. And then there's this thing. The price is gonna be the death. So my brother got a video of me while I was recording this, and so oh man, I never looked at his phone. He needs to get back here, and I need to look at his phone with all his photos so I can decide which photos that I want. But yeah, it was a much cooler video on his perspective, because I like turned around and looked at him.
Follow behind.
And then here's a mirror room maze. It was so easy to navigate because the bottom of all the mirrors had little fingerprints from all the toddlers that ran through it, and so you could see where exactly to go. And I just followed everyone else. I got to the end willy-nilly. There you go. Easy. There's a bloody Harikus. Hariku plushies, bloody little, and then bloody snacks. The bloody hair. They're very fuzzy, yeah. And then the bloody high school thought plaid pajama pants. So then we bought 2 bloody Harikus for £20. Hold on. Here are the bloody Harikus. I'm gonna give them to a female. I'm gonna give one of them to a female and I'll keep the other one. Oh my goodness. I gave Kimber to my parents that were on the couch, and there's Oliver on the other side. He's sleeping and watching TV with them. Gosh dang it. I didn't record a video for a while, so I just whipped this one. Here's the Asian family that were on with us on the bus. Wait, no, those are different. No, those are just random people. Sorry, Asians look the same. I think this is a selfie I took to put on Instagram, because like I had something to say. So I put text up here. I don't know. I don't remember what was going on there. Here's us at the beach. So we went to the Scottish beach outside of Edinburgh, because there's the Edinburgh beach, but it was crowded as frick. So we went further north or south or something along the coast, or east or west, I don't remember. And we found this it's not as good as of a beach. The sand was fine, the rocks and vegetation were fine, but like where it was crowded, it was a much better beach. But we just, man, my dad wanted to take us at a beach that was just not so crowded and we can just have it all to ourselves. So there's all these rocks and seaweed, and it had little critters in them, and then there's like puddles and stuff. We were looking for seashells, hermit crabs, snails, mostly hermit crabs. But yeah, it was pretty epic. So here, I think is a video that's loading where we found hermit crabs in some puddles that were living in them, waiting for the tide to come back in. Because in Britain, the tide, it goes up and down, and so all of like the rivers that are salty rivers in the ocean, like throughout the day, it's either further on land or not on land.
Hermit crabs.
I sound like I'm 12.
Oh, he's.
So we caught some of the
Dang,
moving.
so
This is
lazy.
such a long video.
Princess, isn't she beautiful? Gotta give back to me swamp.
It's out of focus. Come on. Where are the moving ones? And then these are like mussels. No. What are these? Are these barnacles? I don't know. They're alive though. I was trying to pull them off, but I was unsuccessful.
I look like egg sacks to me, but
Oh my gosh, where are the moving ones?
I think there's more in here.
Yeah, those are all just a bunch of hermit crabs that are sleeping. And just like, I'd just be walking by some puddles and I'll just see like a big one crawl. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. So I just like point my camera at it. Oh, come on. Aren't there hermit crabs that I torture and abuse? When does that happen? Oh, there we go. There's it. It's moving. You see his little legs and he's crawling.
Look at that. That's a whole hermit crab.
That's a whole hermit crab. That was the best one. Why is it out of focus? There you go.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that little dude.
Look at the little guy. Look at that. He's so sturdiest.
That's a whole mirelurk.
My whole mirelurk.
There's another one right there.
There's another one. Is that it? Dead crab. Oh, and then yeah. So there's like a. Gosh dang it, that wind.
And it moves like.
I don't know. You get the idea. Okay, so the next video here, I think, I find a sand crab.
Look, it's Mr. Crab.
Mmm.
Move, quick.
That is not a sand crab. That's a snow crab or something. The crabs that you eat at Red Lobster. It's like a baby one. And it's not dead.
Money, me boy. Get down in there and suckle, big boy.
You want me?
Sponge boy, me bub. Gosh dang it, Connor.
Bite me, will it hurt?
Stupid android.
You can pick him up. Just grab him across
Squiddy, me boy.
the other way of his pinchers.
I pick him up and he doesn't do anything.
Hit him with the camera.
Oh.
Look at that. Look at that. Big boy.
You could let him sit on your hands.
Yeah, big boy. He doesn't pinch. He's so tiny. He doesn't pinch. He's a big
He's
boy.
like a little spider.
Little spider.
Except way cute.
Way cuter than a spider. Look at that.
No, no.
Does he have big claws? Look at him.
No,
Big
he's
boy.
Sideways.
The pictures of me with the spider. I mean crab. Look at that. It's so schmexy. And this is a picture my mom took, I think. With her phone. The Note 22 Plus. Amazing phone. Pride. Homosexual gnomes. Lovely. Special offer. Spicy Doritos, because British people don't like spicy things. And then Prime, I found Prime. I found the lime and the orange. Oh, it was a great day. Xbox cake. And then, okay, so this day we go on a Harry Potter tour around Edinburgh because when, oh my gosh, I think it was when J.K. Rowling was in the middle of writing some of the Harry Potter books. I think she was writing Deathly Hallows. Or was it the first Harry Potter book? No. I think it was when she wrote Deathly Hallows. So in 2007, she was in Edinburgh. She went through a divorce or something. And her brother-in-law, the brother of her ex-husband, invited her over to Edinburgh to get out of England for a little bit and just relax. And so, you know, she did some things at Edinburgh. And, you know, she has Scottish heritage, but she's not Scottish herself. And so we, like, see some things. Here's the, what is the significance of this school? I don't remember. Oh, I think it's where some of the actors went to school? I don't remember. Here's a graveyard where she got some of the inspiration for some of the characters. Like, she'll just look at the headstones and look at the last name. She's like, oh, that's an interesting name. And she'll make it, like, the characters. Like, Hermione's cat, that name was inspired off of the headstone over here. So one of these. I think it was this one. She just goes up to that. She looks at it. Schrodinger, whatever the cat's name. Okay, hold on. Hermione's cat. What's the cat's name? Crookshank. Yeah. So she looks at the name over here, something something Crookshank. And then she just names the cat Crookshank. And then here's a grave. I don't know if that's a real skeleton. But pretty much during either the plague or something. Okay, skulls and bones that were put on headstones and graves. They represented like, okay, this person died, but they died of a disease. They are filthy, so don't go near it, you know?
This is where they had a fight and that one.
And then we passed through this place again, and she told us about the Infinity War thing. And so I recorded it all again. And then here's J.K. Rowling's thingy in Edinburgh. Edinburgh Award. There's a tour guide. Oh, frick you. Proper Scottish wanker. Like, she was very fun and not boring, you know. She told the good stories, you know. Ukraine. But yeah, this is like this is Scotland's version of Hollywood right here. And the guy handprints on the thing. And then here's a ice cream with honeycomb. It was very good. Here's my reaction to this information.
Live taste test. Now my cameraman here is going to document the whole thing.
One of these on Facebook. So I was like, I figured it out.
What did you ask?
Oh. Pretty good in it, exactly like how I expected it to taste because it's literally the honeycomb inside of the crunch. Now that's going to conclude it for today's food review today. I am Professor Tease, and that's about it. See ya.
Yeah, I guess it's about it. Okay, if you got a haircut and you realize that this thing was at the back of your head, what you doing in this situation? Like, I can't... Like, the fact that I was consciously walking around with this thing at the back of my head when I wore my hat, like, I just could only imagine what the people behind me would think. Like, what the frick am I looking at there? You know, like, look at that. Look at that. That is not what you want to see when you're on the streets of Edinburgh. Okay? And then look, my sideburns, how I shave my sideburns. You can't see it. So the hair right here, it's horrible. It sucks. So I had a jaw strap at first, but then the night before, I just took my shavy razor thing and I just shaved this bit clean off. And so then sideburn, naked, and then thingy. So it's not really a jaw strap anymore. And that's what I have right now. It looks stupid, but like it's kind of funny at the same time.
At Edinburgh Castle.
It's a funny, stupid kind of beard style shave. We're almost an hour into this.
Very old, something like that.
So here's the Edinburgh Castle.
I don't know, that's about it.
It's one of the last things we did.
This is so lovely, jubbly, innit?
Lovely jubbly. Cannons. Just a random point. It was a pretty nice castle. And then here's the museum. These are tiny like the tiny pistol from Battlefield 1. That's what this was, I think. It was an MG.
Look at all of this propaganda.
Propaganda. Oh wait, no, there was more to that video. Hold on. Medals.
What was that?
Generals.
No.
Billy Bobby Ferguson. Slay what you wanna slay.
Who is this
I
goofy
wanna
off?
see you be free.
Is
Wanna
that not
see you.
Canadian?
That looks Canadian, like for real. Medals, very epic looking medals. Gosh dang it, I was recording just about nothing. Okay, this is what you get stabbed with in Edinburgh. And then this is what you get stabbed with in London. Point is, Edinburgh is a much nicer capital. Alright? It's the capital of Scotland. So, that is the place you want to live in if you're a city boy, if you want to live in Scotland. I shot this in real life one time. Sten. This is a different model though, this is Mark II. I think I shot a Mark I. But its design is horrible. They should have just stuck with the Mark I. That's how old is this sword? Hold on. Highland broadsword. 1707. Okay, so this sword's like 200, 300 years old, something like that. Very epic. Still intact. Very old sword. Amazing. These, I don't know what the heck. Hold on. 19th century, so these are 100, 200 years old, something like that. Look at that skunk. Look at that. Horns, horny silverware. There was a whole lot of military stuff because the castle was I think it was specifically a military base, like its whole reign, and it had this prison and stuff. And so it was active even in World War II. And then after World War II, it just kind of got decommissioned and they just turned it into a museum. So it wasn't like a king and queen kind of thing. This is the throne room though. I didn't have any pictures of it on my phone. I have it all on my camera, but yeah, that was the throne room where this thing was. But you know, it wasn't like it wasn't just a house. It was all military. Scottish wildcat, looks like Bloody Ollie jewelry that they had in the gift shop. So I took pictures of all these so I can put it on Instagram, and I was like asking people, would you wear this? Like it looks very painful. And you know, if someone did want to wear it and they told me, then I would have bought it for them, and then yeah, surprise surprise, Riz. But nope, nobody cared. Nobody said anything, so I didn't buy any. Like I don't want to buy someone jewelry and they just don't even wear it. So what did they mean by this? Little explorers, Scotland, then and now. So here's then. We got the castle, bunch of muggles, Scottish geezer. And then now we got black people, brown child, Indian child, disabled child, white. What did they mean by this? What's wrong with now? So I send a picture to my friend and he's like, they're saying all the cultures have come together or something. I don't remember what he said. Like, I know, I was joking. It's a joke. It's not that deep. Like, I just thought it was weird. 50% of the people on this side are not even white. When the majority of the people in the country are white. And so why is 50% a bloody minority? Now they're not even a minority. They're part of the 50%. Like, oh my gosh. Like, that's what the diversity and, like, inclusivity movement kind of... That's why it pisses me off. Because they make them the majority. When, in reality, they make up 13% of the population, you know? That's a tall knight helmet. These British blokey wokey pigeons are not scared of you. You can go up.
Yeah, the pigeons do not care.
Boy, what the hell am I looking at?
Bro, what the hell, boy? What the hell, boy? What the hell, boy? What the hell, boy?
Is a goth little double decker.
Look at this
Who's
dude,
bloody.
yeah.
It's like a horror show. So you go on it and they tell you horror stories or something, and they show you haunted buildings. I don't remember. This is a bunch of coasters. So we bought like 6. Here's one of them. You see it right there, and I'm using it right now. And we got the blue and purple right here. Here's purple. I use it to hold my fidget spinner. No, that was blue. Here's purple. Pink something. There you go. I'm keeping it right there to hold my fidget toys, because I don't know what else to use it for. I just like them. I like the look. We're hoarders. We just buy things just to buy them, and then we don't know what to do with them. Okay, here's some more bloody hairy kids. There's a white one or something for some reason. Why did they bring me here? You bloody hairy cool. And so this is on the so I'm sitting by the window of an Italian restaurant for some reason, and I'm looking outside and I'm like, dang, I wish I was really in Paris right now, because we gotta go to England and see my grandparents. Gosh dang it, I don't want to do this poopy. And I'm just thinking, maybe we don't need to go to Paris. This looks French enough. But yeah, I ate this spaghetti. It's pretty good. My phone takes amazing food pictures when the lighting is good. Like, gosh dang it. Like, phones are made for this. I always look at this photo, I'm like, gosh dang it, it looks 8K. I finish it. And then I get food poisoning when I get home. Or get to the flat. Okay, life without a Maine Coon is possible, but pointless. I put this on my Instagram because these twins that we follow each other. And, we both own Maine Coons or something. And so I thought that was funny. And it looks like Ollie. It looks like my cat. Like, it has the same forehead pattern. There's a Scottish Doctor Who. It's the police box. So then, it's the end of the day. I think it's like 8 p.m. The sun is still not down. Or it's like 9 p.m. It was getting late. I was so tired. But there's still so much light out. What is this? Oh. So I was showing how dookie of a street this looked. But it was the dookiest street I found. Every other street was pretty nice, but there's like a pub right here, so that explains it. So this pub, we walk by it. I take a picture conveniently. So then we go to the parking garage where we parked our car. And we start hearing this obnoxious screaming from this angry Scotsman, okay? And he's like yelling at this chick, and I can't understand a single word that he's saying. All I can understand is foppin', and that's it. Just whenever he effed bomb, that's all I understood. Everything else I can't understand. His accent was so thick. And then here's another 18 plus. Oh, nay bigots. Nay bigots. Amazing. And then here's like a cow thing. There's a cow stuck on the side. And then caution falling cows. Amazing. Alright. Okay, here it is. Just listen. And what's funny is that we were stuck here in this position here where we're standing, trying to pay for our, like, us keeping the car here for so long all day. And so we're paying at the machine, and it was being difficult, and so we're standing here for 10 minutes, or no, 5 minutes, trying to figure it out, and then we just hear this dude screaming, and we're just like anxiously trying to work it. Like, please, let us get our car back. We're trying to pay. So I recorded it, and you hear it. Man, it was a So he's like down. We're like on the second floor of this building, and so down is the bar. And so he's like down right here screaming. So he was pretty close. And then there's this mirror thing. I took a picture. It goes hard. And then here's the next morning. So I got food poisoning from the spaghetti that I ate at the Italian restaurant. So let me explain what happened. So I fall asleep at 10 or 11 p.m. after a shower. And it's all good. My brother's in the living room and they're chilling. So I'm not listening to him snoring. So then I wake up after like an hour or two at midnight or something like that, 1 a.m. And they're all still awake for some reason. And so, yeah, I wake up to my stomach hurting really, really bad. And I'm like, oh no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. And so this happens all the time. I get food poisoning and I wake up in the middle of the night and I have to go do some diarrhea. I run to the bathroom. So first, I run to the bathroom, I pee, and then I walk around for a second, and then boom, let the load out. And so yeah, this time I pee. I didn't let the load out immediately, so I peed, and wait, what? Okay, everything's leaving me. There's so much happened. So either I pee first in the bathroom, and then my parents are like, "Oh my gosh, wait, what's Professor Teagues doing up? My boy, what are you doing? What's going on? You good?" And so they're like walking into the bathroom to like check on me, and I'm like, literally, I'm not even joking. I'm like, I do this, and I close the door and lock it. Just saying, hang on 1 second. This is bad. And like, wait, mate, are you okay, mate? Hey, open the door. What's going on? And so I pee. And then here's the kicker, folks. In the middle of peeing or something, I get lightheaded and my vision is going dark, dark, dark. And I wake up. I passed out. I wake up with my head in the toilet bowl. I think. That's kind of what I remember. I remember waking up and I see my little puddle of pee in the toilet. So I have my head in the toilet bowl. And I'm like, what happened? And so my stomach is still hurting, so I had to get up on it immediately. And I like, wait. No. I laid back down on the floor without my head in the toilet bowl. And, you know, like, yeah, so I lay down, literally with my pants down, and my mom's knocking on the door. What the frick is going on in there? Did you bang your head? What's going on? Because when I fell, obviously, there's probably like a large thump or something as I passed out. And so, man, I was like, don't come in, my pants are down. And so then, as I'm like, mostly regaining consciousness, I get up and I sit on the toilet, and then boom, the diarrhea. It was horrible. Very sticky diarrhea. Something, I don't remember what the quality was, but dang, it was such a rough morning because it was past midnight. So I sit on the toilet for like 5 minutes, making sure I get every drop out. And man, I just like kind of thought, I was just thinking the whole time, gosh dang it, it's supposed to be a relaxing vacation. I'm a few days in. I think it was Tuesday, because we arrived on Saturday or Sunday or something. Man, I'm only a few days in and I'm diarrheaing my guts out after getting food poison. I'm like, gosh dang it, what did I eat that caused this? It had to be the spaghetti, right? Or was it the dessert that we had? Man, what the frick is going on? So I take a shower because I was on the floor. I had my head in the toilet bowl because it was right then and there. I was sitting on the toilet. I'm like, did I wake up with my head in the toilet bowl? Hold on a minute, that's kind of gross. And so, man, I don't think I had my face in the water though, or like the pee water. I think I just like had my neck resting on the seat, and so my head was just kind of like sticking in there, and so my face wasn't touching anything, but that's still kind of gross, okay? Like, thinking about it, like, there's no way that happened, but it did. I remember it. Anyway, so I take a shower, and then I get dressed again, and I, like, I open the door, and I tell everyone what just happened, and they're like, oh gosh, dang it, okay, I'll give you some Tums, and I take some Tums, and Tums never work. I have some right here. Okay, no, not that they never work, but they barely ever work. There's, like, something about them. If I take 2, I take 3, I take 4. It takes either so long for them to work, or they just don't work at all. This time, they didn't work at all. Like, I felt like I was relaxing for a bit, and then the pain just comes back. And yeah, so pretty much for like the next 2 hours, me and my brother kind of have a long conversation in the living room as my parents get ready for bed and stuff and leave us alone. Just, you know, because I cannot sleep now because my stomach hurts. I just have my shirt off and I'm like sweating or something and just trying to take my mind off of it. So me and my brother have a conversation about various things like, you know, church, Boy Scouts, track, school, you know, normal stuff like that. And yeah, it was like the one of the first times we've ever like connected, brother to brother intimacy, you know, cause like he moved out of the house. He was 18 when I was 6. There was a 12-year age gap. He's a millennial. I'm a Gen Z, you know. He's 29 right now, and so I never really got to know him, and he doesn't really come to the house that much. And so this vacation I was thinking, oh, maybe we can finally connect and learn about each other. And that's exactly what happened. It went all according to plan. For many years he's always been trying to like connect with me, you know, whenever he's out of the house, but I'm like not that outgoing, and he's not that outgoing as well, but he still tries. And so, man, it doesn't really go very far. Like, he invites me to things. And recently, like a month before, oh man, what was going on? It was my dad's birthday. Yeah, my dad's 61st birthday. Everyone was going home, and so, you know, I'm in my room doing whatever as everyone's leaving. And so my brother walks in and he's like, by the way, not to be all like brotherly lovey-dovey or anything, but like, if you want to ever have a conversation and talk about things that you don't want to talk about with mom and dad, then hit me up if you want. And I'm like, excuse me? I'll think about it. Yeah, I was flabbergasted, but I didn't want to just be rude and turn him down 100%, like turn him down. But yeah, I didn't take him up on his offer because that was a very weird request. I didn't know what he was trying to get to with that. Like, what do you want to know? What did I have to tell him? But I don't know. But yeah, food sickness, brother something. That's my spiel about my brother and connecting with him over the vacation. What happens next? Here's the kitty. I follow Kitty. It's so fat. Oh, kitty. Of course I found it. So here's another kitty. My stomach is feeling horrible, but I see this kitty and I'm like, whoa.
Of all time. Man, that cat.
So orange ginger cat. Looks like Hermione Granger cat. Kitty. Okay, what is this? Here's Hermione Granger cat. So squishy. Fluffy kitty. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, this is us in a little town. Old town full of old people. It was cloudy for like this is like the one time it was cloudy when we were gone. And then when we were leaving it was cloudy. Here's like an old church. I'm not really talking because I feel like poopy dookie. Look at that. So then, we go into this antique shop. And I'm like, whoa, there's a bunch of old stuff in here. So the shop owner, I think this is his hand. He pulls out this camera and he's like, what the frick is this? I don't know what the heck this is. I want to put a price tag on it, but I don't know how old or valuable it is. So I'm trying to figure out what it is. And so we're like, can you look it up on the internet? And he's like, I didn't think of that. And so he looks it up on the internet, and we determine this thing is over 100 years old. So now he puts a price tag on it. I don't remember what he did, but here's the other side of it. You put your eyes through that, take a picture through that. Amazing. But yeah, the shop owner, he's like in his 80s, I think. He was old. He's a foot in the grave. He had like some surgery recently or something. And it's a vertical video instead of horizontal. So this video, you can hear in the background, he's playing his guitar. Very lovely. Better than my dad. So I'm just going around looking at all this stuff. I give a tour. Bunch of old stuff. Everything in here is like 50 to 100 years old. It's so old. It was crazy. Like, we do not have antique shops like that anymore. So here we have the Brownie camera. I don't think this is the exact one I have, but yeah. Spoiler alert. I bought the bloody Brownie camera from him. This is 40 quid. This thing is probably, maybe not, somewhere around there from the 40s. Okay? High quality film. No, picture film. Okay, it takes pictures and it prints out, it puts it on a paper. You have to, like, what's the word? Process something. Yeah, but it doesn't work anymore. Here's the cord wire. It doesn't work. But yeah, it's just decoration in my room. But yeah, we totally scammed that guy for it. 40 quid for a camera that's about as old as my granddad, because he was born in 39. That's crazy. But yeah, it was pretty cool. And then there's these ones. I don't even know what those are. Who cares? Alright. I don't know. There's a grassy field we're driving by. And there's like sheep in it or something. There's sheep right there. Sheep. It's a Festivus sheep. And my boy DMs me and he's like, because I put it on my Instagram story. This place is infested with sheep. And he DMs me and he's like, have you not seen sheep before? Because like, he's very cynical. He's like a year younger than me. He's very cynical about everything. So like, if he was on this vacation, he would see sheep and he'd be like, okay, whatever. Like, he wouldn't take pictures of it or anything. And so he thinks it's cringe that I was taking pictures and videos of everything I saw. So I'm like, well, I don't have wild sheep where I live, so of course I'm going to take pictures and videos of them. I've seen sheep before, but not where I live. Okay, we have farms, but they don't have sheep. Like, what's the point of having sheep in the area of the U.S. that used to be Mexico? Like, sheep have no purpose over here. But so it's cool to see wild sheep in a different country. And then this town was called Pitlochry. It looks like it's pronounced Pitlochry, but it's Pitlochry. Here's a river. I need water. It's pretty cool. Stuff in it. What is that, a jacket? Yeah, someone threw like a vest in there. And then, so we find this pub, and we can eat outside, so we're right next to the river. And man, I was just watching that river the whole time. I just, like, I'm easily entertained. I just look at it. I just stare at it, just flow. And then here's the food. I got shrimp scampi, once again, and chips, aka french fries. He got a burger again, like a vegan burger. Mom got a sandwich. Dad got a salad. Yeah, my brother's so lame. I don't know. Bushes, yellow. It's like flowers. More sheep. Sheep shagga. And then I get another video, and we're a bit closer. They're so lumpy. Look at Jacksepticeye. Bah. Here's the lambs. This is like the Jesus lamb. The kind of lamb Jesus would want to be holding. Look at that. That's what you want. Look at that poofy big boy. Oh my gosh. And then, last stop of the day. This thing, there was some filming for Outlander here, which is like a Scottish little show on Prime or something, or Stars, I don't remember. And yeah, looks pretty epic when the sun's going down. So there's like these stones everywhere, and these mounds. It's supposed to be like a burial ground, and so people are technically buried here, but you can just like walk around and touch everything, and just ruin its preservation. There's a little circle rock thing you can walk inside. It's pretty epic. And I don't think you can walk on it, but we did anyway, because nobody was watching. Look at that. Look at this dude. There's a picture I took. And I look taller than my brother. Again, I am 5'9". He is 6'3". He's 6 inches taller than me. And like, there's almost no difference in all these photos. It's weird. And like our shoes. Look at that. I look taller than him in this. It's... He looks like a little baby now. I think he messed up his spine or something. Because like I see him on his side profile. And he's like a hunchback. He's like this. Because his job is computer stuff. So he's just on a computer all day. So he's just sitting like this the whole time. And so now he's shorter. Permanently. I have more photos of this place on my camera as well. So there's not really much here. Another video. Yeah. But yeah, in Outlander, these things are like portals, so you walk up to them, and you travel back in time like 200 years. So whatever. Here's some moss. Bridge thing. River. And then we go to our flat again.
Today.
And I review the Brownie camera. I show you how to use it.
Make sure that doesn't get crushed.
Amazing. And then there's these old coins. I have them over there as well, but I'm not going to bring them out. They're kind of lame. These were... I don't remember how much they were. Why is the video so laggy?
I don't even know how much these cost.
But yeah, they're from like the 80s or something. I forgot to mention that.
But there you go.
They're like 40 years old, so they're not really that special.
Or are you just touring?
So then I take a tour of our new flat. This is a small room I was sleeping in. We were here for a day, I think. I don't know, there's not really much there. It's kind of small. But yeah, I didn't have to sleep next to my brother, so I guess 3 places in total I didn't have to sleep next to him. But yeah, this is Lake Loch Ness. This is where the Loch Ness Monster is. It's very big. So we're just driving around it. Oh, and it was cloudy on this day as well. So 3 days it was cloudy out of the whole trip. And then the sheep, cows. Okay, no, wait. Haricus. There's bloody haricus right there, you see? Butterscotch. Look at that. So this was a hariku farm. But they weren't open. So we just drove outside of it and looked at it. Basically, why I keep on bringing up harikus is we're on a hunt to take pictures of something, anything, of bloody harikus. Because they're very popular right now for Scotland. There's the merchandise everywhere. We love it. We love fluffy things. And if it's a fluffy cow, that's something else. Like, nobody even knows that they exist, okay? Until you go to Scotland. That's crazy. Tourist attraction. And yeah, so any chance we got where we heard about bloody harikus, and like farms. We would go to it, but then it's just not open. There is this one that's pretty popular that tourists go to pet them, take pictures with them. The owner of the little farm, he had hip surgery, and so he's been out of business for like the past year. It's so stupid. So we didn't get to pet any hedikus. We did get to see some and took pictures of some, but it was much later. It was like right before we left. I don't know what the heck this is. But yeah, not anywhere around here. Okay, so this we trespassed in. We just opened the gate because nobody was there. We're not allowed to step in here, but we did anyway. There's this like sheep skull, I think. Or is it like a cow? Or a horse? It's flipping metal, mate. Or is this metal? Something. And then we walk down here and there's the river. And then there's this like frog farm. Right here. Looked abandoned. Pretty epic. And this moss was very lush. Sheep skull selfie, whatever the heck it was. And then there's this castle we found. It's called Invergary Castle on the river. It was called Invergary River, or was it the other lake that was called Invergary? I don't know. But yeah, this is abandoned a long time ago. I don't think it's 1,000 years old or anything, but like maybe it's like 500 years old. I don't know. But yeah, nature is kind of overtaken it. Oh wait, no, there's much more to that video. Okay. Bloody vines everywhere. And then there's this pathway, but then there's a dead end.
And it doesn't show.
Yeah, and then there's this moss, very squishy moss. Overgrown. Light going through there. So in real life, we were kind of right here, and we see the light going through the windows, and my mom's like, oh, you can take a picture of that, it looks pretty cool. And I take a picture of it. It looks horrible. It does not capture what I was seeing in real life. So it's just a very mid photo. When my mom took a photo of it, it was much better because her phone's a lot newer. And so then there's this like opening and you can see inside. So I turned the flash on. So hopefully you can see in there, but you know, it's not really much. This is a room for a midget. Like, what even is this? It's so low and stuff. Like, I don't know. Leaf, moss things, vines. And then so here was the actual interior. It's all falling apart and they don't let you inside because if a brick falls and kills you, then, you know, they don't want it to be their responsibility. Because it does have landowners. There are people that own it, that live nearby.
This is the steepest pathway I've ever been on.
The steepest pathway I've ever been on. There's a boat over there that sunk. So, and then there's this, someone cut a hole in the fence, so we just went through it illegally. Moss. Rope, and there you go.
We can just swim.
Like, there's nothing special about the boat. It's just a work boat that just kind of flooded or something, and it's just there. And I got these little either bite marks or pimples or something on my neck, and so I took a picture of it, and so then I could compare it to later on to see if they got worse. But no, I think they were literally just pimples, or they were like gnat bug bites. But you know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, there was snow on the mountains.
Every time.
And then, oh, we saw a KFC. That was crazy. KFC has been in the UK since the 70s, I think. So there's nothing new. And then there's these little houses. And then there's this.
Take the next left for the
There's the
Road.
lake again.
Turn left for the...
Or is that the ocean? I think that's connected to the ocean. Or am I actually... Yeah, it's connected to the ocean because it goes up and down. Yeah, see? So this was Fort something something. It was like a military thing in like the 1800s. And so the tide was out, and so all of this was just open for all the birds to eat shrimp and stuff. So there's just birds making noises everywhere. And yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that. They're going crazy because there's like people in front of us that had food. Yeah, we're just looking at it. And so here we are, we walk into it, and there's this sunken boat here that washed up apparently. Abandoned ship. Look at that, it's so old. Must have been there for like 5 years at least. Alright. And then we go to a McDonald's, amazing! It was so mid. And then there's a wine mom and her kid right here. Oh, you can't see her. This cow and her kid watching videos on her iPad. And so we sat like at the table that was over here, and I could like see what the kid was watching when we were leaving. And it was, man, it was just like YouTuber or something. I think he was playing a game. But yeah, this kid is probably like 5, 6, 7 years old. Wine mom, iPad kid, come on. Man, it's in the US as much as it's in the UK. That's crazy. But yeah, that mom was not saying anything to that kid, just enjoying her McDonald's, getting fatter. And yeah, we got nuggets and fries. My mom got a burger. The nuggets were so mid. They're so much better in the US because it's an American company. And then so here we're in the highlands. Got these mountains everywhere. Muy bonita, señorita. Muy bonita montañas.
Yeah, there's one that has like a big tail.
And then there's a tadpole. Look at that. I've never seen a actually, yes, I have seen a tadpole before, but I tried to like grab it and I totally failed because it's just too fast. It just hides under the rocks.
We've made it to the highlands, the iconic area of grass and hills, and oh, what the heck? There's a hole. There's a hole. I just stepped in. Right here.
So apparently in this area, people dig around and try to get like big stones for some reason, and so here, someone dug out a stone and I just stepped in it. And I like.
Foot's covered in dirt. Anyway.
Foot's covered in dirt.
This is exactly what you want. This is the sucky ducky. There's wind everywhere.
But yeah, when you think of Scotland, you think of this. Like I was waiting to finally get into the highlands and just like take pictures. But yeah, I took a bunch of pictures of me and my brother on my camera, so I'll show that in a sec. Here is the falls of Faluk or something, and then there's Indians over there barbecuing. So yeah, it's just a stream. So there it is. Found the bloody waterfall, bottle of water. Bloody water.
Oh, there he goes.
And then yeah, there's all these Scottish guys swimming in it.
He's fine.
I look so schmexy in this photo. I can't even right now. Whenever I look at this photo, I'm like, gosh dang it. I need sloppy toppy immediately. And then here's a dead sheep.
It's like a goat or a sheep or something.
Look at that. That's gross. That is disgusting. It's probably been there for like a few weeks. And it's infecting all the water. It was missing a leg, and then I found the leg further down the stream. But yeah, all those Indians swimming in the water, they're all gonna get sick because of that sheep. Alright, here's a clover cairn. And then another angle. And then another clover cairn. Look at that. The sun was going down. The sun is right there, I think. We got this hill. Look at that. Just, You want to live in Scotland. Like, come on. And then here is breakfast in bed. 140-year-old house. What was it called? It was like the Thistle House. Yeah, this is the Thistle House. And I got to sleep
And then here's my
in this little room,
and then
separate from my brother, but I could still hear him snore, so it didn't count.
look at that. You can watch yourself pee.
And there's mirrors all over this
It's the most
bathroom.
strange experience. I've never looked
Like the
myself
first
pee
thing I did when I
before.
walked in this our room here, as my parents were in their own room. I go to the bathroom so I can pee,
It's like a pretty modern
and so I'm peeing, and I look to the right of me. There's the bloody mirror,
50s.
and I'm all of a sudden I'm just watching myself pee.
Um,
And I'm like, this is such a weird experience,
yeah,
man.
at that. And then
Amazing design choice, but yeah, pretty good in it. Here's the cuck chair, and yeah, so Sneeko reference. Here's my reaction to that information. And then there's this tree outside, very big, and it looks fake. It looks totally fake. Like, come on, it looks fake. That is not real. Let alone British. That is not British. So yeah, we're in front of Invergary Lake, I think, or this was Loch Ness. I don't remember. And then we went to this pub, and I had a steak. It's pretty good in it, and then the Belgian waffle covered in I think these are raspberries or that other berry that we don't have in the U.S. And then ice cream on top. It was the best waffle I've ever eaten in my life. I had another Belgian waffle in London, and it was so good. It was so fluffy. And so then here we are. We're me and my brother. It's like 1 a.m. midnight or something around there, and we're staying up. I'm doing my thing. Our room is the only room with lights on. We're the only room that are still awake. And so we got all these midgies surrounding the bloody window. Look. All midgies. And then so they're getting through this hole here, and they're just scattered around. Here's a video. Wait for it to load. Alright.
gosh, look at all these midget flies, whatever they're called. They're piling.
Look at that. They're piling
trying
up.
to get inside, and they've successfully infiltrated the bloody inside of the room. They're all just crowded around, and they're coming from there. Oh my gosh. Oh, there you go. Yeah, we have the light on and the curtains are open. They're trying to get in. Here we go. We're gonna kill them.
My brother hates bugs so much. He was just not
They're
having
still
it.
gonna get in, so we need a way to block it. We need like a towel.
And then this is my reaction to that information. Look at my little mustache. It's getting all curly. It's getting so long ever since Trek. It curls. I get my little whiskers when it gets long. Yeah. Here's a croissant. I ate a croissant for the first time for breakfast. It's just bread. It's literally just bread. There's no like meat or like fudgy wudgy inside. It's just bread. And I'm like, bruh, what's the point? It's just bread. What the frick? And then here's a British waffle, scrambled eggs, and British bacon. Amazing. Oh, and orange juice. And then this was I don't remember what it's called, but it had whiskey in it. And my mom was like, "Yeah, you want to try it?" And I'm like, "What? My Mormon mother is letting me try something with whiskey in it. Oh, it must be good." And I try it, and it's not good at all. I don't think I tasted the whiskey in it. It probably didn't have whiskey in it. I don't know who told me it had whiskey in it. But if my mom tells me to try it, I'm going to try
Two
it.
bloody chickens.
If it has whiskey in it, then wow.
And a bloody Scotty dog.
A bloody
that's
Scotty
guarding
dog.
the chickens. It's probably not gonna let me get near it.
But yeah, there's these chickens outside.
The types out fancy
And it has little fancy
pants.
pants.
Look at.
I was able to get up to it.
Look
Look
at
at
me.
him. Well, it's a hen. So look at her.
It speaketh.
Make noise. It makes the weirdest noise as well.
Speak. Yeah. You bloody chicken. Come. I got food in my hand. No, I don't. Get trolled.
But yeah, it sounds like a pigeon. That's why I'm making that noise.
Can you get your mate over here?
Usually you hear chickens and they're like, you know, like, but these are like,
Gosh dang it. What are
they're so
I
weird.
don't know how to communicate with...
Bloody Scottish chickens. And then I got my brother over or something.
We've come
Oh, there's the
across
bloody
Scottish
Scotty dog.
geezer.
The bloody Scotty dog with
He's
the
gone
big old
towards
mustache.
us, He's very offended.
And he's just like defending the chickens and stuff.
Look at this dude.
Oh, he's so
No,
studious.
don't feed him the bloody leaf. He eats hard, healthy eggs.
Why is it lagging?
Not leaves. And grass. Another one. What's the other one? Oh, okay. Hard, healthy leaves. Where? There he is. It's Maya's fine.
And then there's the other dog. It's white.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Is that even Scottish?
Is that even Scottish? It's not even Scottish, I dare you. And they're just chasing each other. Oh my gosh, please. We're almost 2 hours into this. I like talking about
Found
things,
a
you know.
couple of hairy
Bloody Harry Coo
Oh,
has the
bloody
bloody Harry
hell.
Coo right when we were leaving.
kids, 1 and 2.
Or right before we were leaving.
Gonna move
It was like
over so
Friday
you
or
can
something.
See them a little better. I swear I'm gonna hop that fence. And there's
A bloody
another
Harry
Coo.
Coo. A normal Coo. It's a normal Coo. Bloody Harry Coo, look at that. That's what you want. I had to zoom in all the way. We're just stalking them. Look at that bloody Harry Coo. That's so
Harry
fluffy.
Potter.
Harry Potter. I fell in love with an emo boy. I'm in love with an emo
I'm in
boy.
love with an emo girl. All I want is
Emo girl. Na 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 na. She puts her eyeliner on her dark skin. She tells me lies, but she knows all of my secrets. And when we drive in the car, I say, "Who's this?" Bet you wouldn't understand. It's some Mickey. Choke her on her neck, kiss me. Holy, put her bleeding on her blink tee. So many regrets. You tell me you're depressed, baby girl. That makes two of us. I fell in love
There
with
you
an
go.
emo girl. I'm in
This
love
is
with
what
an
we
emo
wanted.
girl. I fell in love with an emo
focusing.
girl. All I want
They're
is
so fluffy.
emo girl. Okay, sorry. I'm in love with an emo boy.
This
I'm
is a
in love
black
with an
one.
emo boy.
He doesn't talk like the other ones because he's a thug. We should probably stay away from him. He's got dreads for days. Yeah, they should tie dreads in his fur.
It was a black cow. Look at the bloody hairy coo. The bloody hairy coo. I go from the backside. Look at the bloody hairy coos. It's a bloody pale one. No melanin. No melanin. No melanin. Blood. Emo boy. Emo boy. All I want is an emo boy. Emo boy. Yeah. Yeah, they look like the reindeer from the Illumination Grinch movie. Y'all don't even remember that. They're so floofy. Okay, and then here, we own this castle. We have that land thing, where you can buy the land and you become a lord or lady. So this is Dunnan's castle, and we bought some land, and he showed us our land. So, this is, that was like down to the bridge. I took more pictures on my camera, again. But yeah, here we go. Here's the selfie for the century. I own this castle, Dunnan's castle, amazing. And because of the pandemic, they weren't able to reinstate some of its structure, so it doesn't have a roof. It was burnt down in like the early 2000s. But yeah, they're trying to rebuild it, but they won't be able to for another couple years.
Oh, you're telling him about the fight.
Yeah, then here's some hermit crabs, fish. This is like an aquarium thing. All right. And then here's the freshest seafood I've ever seen in my whole life. If you don't live in Europe, listen up. Look at this bloody shrimp, okay? Look at these bloody crabs, brown crab. They're so fresh. Look at the bloody red lobster. What the frick? Oh my gosh, I've never like, we need to have this stuff at Red Lobster, the restaurant. That's my favorite restaurant in the US, okay? Like gosh dang it. They're so lucky to have fresh seafood like that. Harry K.
Look at those swan cells.
Look at the
We learned
swan
about
cells.
Swan shells in anatomy, but these are
They got
actual
baby
swans. They got the
swans.
baby. They're gray. That's kind of cringe.
That's kind of cringe.
Look at the bloody flag ice cream.
The bloody freck ice cream.
Natural wonder of the world.
Natural wonder of the world.
Very delicious.
Delicioso.
You
Delicioso.
get me, fam?
You get me, fam.
It tastes fucking.
Tastes floppy,
I probably
Minji.
should be recording children, but like, yeah, I'll do it. Look at this medieval park. I don't want to be recording children, but there you go. The park is made out of wood. That's kind of cringe.
Every single park, playground, it's wood. Everything's wood. And I'm like, bruh. That's so British. That's a river. I like rivers. This is a giant lake. I think either this is Invergary Lake or this is something else, but it has like a bunch of like houses built on the side. And so the tour guide would show us. And then this is a fish and chips restaurant. Aesthetically pleasing. It's very modernized. And then here's Benji Fishy. I swear it's Benji Fishy. Hold on. Benji Fishy. It's Benji Fishy. Benji Fishy. I swear it's him. Where's a more modern photo of him? Ah, man. He's not relevant anymore. There's no photo of him recently. Okay, I'll find his Instagram. Instagram. Oh my gosh. Twitter. Something. Give me something. I follow him. I swear it's him. I swear it's him. So I took a picture of that dude. Oh my gosh. Where's his bloody Instagram? There he is. Yes.
Want mac and cheese?
Yeah.
There's cat hair everywhere on the carpet. It happens when you don't vacuum for 3 weeks.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the budget. Was this a crow or a raven?
Where? I don't know. Look up the crow raven. The British crow raven.
British crow. Maybe. British raven.
Or look up
Oh, I think it's a raven.
blackbird with yellow bit or what? How it
Is that the same? Yeah, wait, no, I think it's a crow. They have all kinds of colors. Yeah. But yeah, I did see some ravens that look like this. But this is not a raven. Okay. We're not even done with Scotland, and we're almost 2 hours into this. Like, there's still England, which lasted 2 weeks. This was 1 week for Scotland. And then there's Wales, which was 1 day. Okay. But yeah, that's where I saw Benji Fishy.
Alright, so this hotel kind of mad, mate. We got these beds here.
This is the best hotel.
And we got this one bathroom
So,
right there.
I was off in my own corner here, and it has like the bathroom separating the rest of the room. It's very strange structure. And then we got my parents and my brother in their own queen size bed, and I could still hear them snore. I slept through the whole night though. I slept like a baby because I was just so far apart. So Still didn't really technically have my own room. Kind of cringe. But yeah, it was an amazing structure. Like, I got 1 bathroom. 2 bathroom. The other one's on the other side. I didn't even show it. But yeah. Like, apart from the fact that nobody really has their own privacy anywhere, I think all hotels should have that structure if you're going to have 2 beds in the same place. And then, like, the tinier beds over here. Like, it's crazy.
Saying goodbye.
And then this is us
Bloody
leaving.
Scotland.
Leaving to England. What is that noise? Okay. So then... Wait. But wait, there's more? Oh, is this a camera photo? This is a camera photo. Okay, I'll fix it later. But this was on the Harry Potter tour from earlier in Edinburgh. There's this plaque here. It says, on this site in 1897, nothing happened. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Okay, now, England. So here's the first time. No, this is the second time I went to England here in this photo. This was at the Abbey thing in London. I'm very swag. Got a unibrow and all. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I almost killed this chicken. I'm not even going to tell the story. I don't have time. Look at that. Kitty cat by the river. I was so skinny. Look at that. Look at me. I'm swag. Look at that. Swag. Just straight up swag. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, this is at the whatever it's called. I don't remember. You know what? Forget it. Ice cream. Bridge. Giant boat. Harry Potter thing. This is the Harry Potter studio. Everyone wishes they could go here, but they can't because they're not in England. There it is. Fortnite shirt. The London Museum of all the weird things. Downton Abbey Castle. Oh, Stonehenge. Alright, here we go. Very whimsical. This is the one good photo we got in London. There was like this weird garden area with like this old structure overtaken by vines and stuff and bushes. And there's this little spot we found with this amazing lighting in the window in the background. Like, I don't know what the heck this place is supposed to be. Apparently it was supposed to be a church, but it doesn't look like a church. It's like a whole open garden area. Then there's that. These aren't even in order. I found this cat by one of my aunt's houses. It's like a stray cat that kind of hangs around, and it has like a broken leg, and so it walks around on 3s, and it has like it has children, so I got to see its daughter somewhere. Alright, here's the first photo. This is the first photo of England. Here are my grandparents. Now, they look exactly the same because my nanny is going bald, and so this is a wig. That's why she looks exactly like my granddad here. Look at that. He's the reason why I'm alive. And then here's us in the supermarket. Wait, why is it muted?
It's supposed to be here.
Do that again.
You're not supposed to be here.
You're not supposed to be here. KFC. We got some KFC up in this bee. Got buckets of chicken. Gotta feed the old people as well as the children. Got the Bloody River. This dude's trying to feed the foxes, so let's talk about the foxes. Oh, frick you. Wait, hold on. Wait, there's one thing. Let's take a break from England for a second. Photographia. And very important. Alright, here are the camera photos of Scotland. And there's not really any other camera photos for anything else. I think. No, there's a little bit of England, but mostly Scotland. This picture my dad took, that's my mom. That goes hard. Here's us in the street. Here's the owls again. Owls. On the beach. Look at that. That goes hard. That poopy go hard. Owl. Yeah, I took these photos. This poopy go hard. That go hard. That go hard. This is the mall. This thing. Waterfall. This look like a Fortnite loading screen. This is in the Highlands. I took a picture of my brother. There's everyone. Bloody underwear. Fortnite loading screen. It's very vibrant. It's me. Again. But Fortnite loading screen. Return of the Mac. Why you taking my swag? Can you give me that back? Nothing. This is at the museum in the castle of Edinburgh. Medals. Pipe. That thing. Knives. Military statue. Armor for some reason. Moss. This stuff. Wow, that picture go hard. This is one of my favorite photos. This looks fake. Okay, the lighting was so bad. This is highly edited. That's why my brother looked orange. But in the end, after me editing this, this picture goes hard. More headshots. Look at that. I go hard. I go hard. Very vibrant. Moss again. This thing. This is like a jewelry shop. Rings. The fox. Look at that. This picture go hard. Foxy, scary, sharp teeth. And I got the sign. Like, hold on. Look at this. This picture go hard. Low key. We're stalking the foxes. It's like a family of fox. A red fox. Look at that. So pretty. So floofy. You go loafy. The magpie. Oh, fick you. No, go back. Look at the loaf. Look at the loaf. Look at the loaf. Loafy puppy dog. Look at, and so that dude that was feeding him, we got the food on the ground here, and so it lured Mama over here to eat it. So there's her deep throating it like a champ. Deep throat, amazing. Throat goat. Yeah. There's her peeking over the hill. And this is the best one. We get the full body. Floofy tail. So apparently she had like some fur disease, and so she was losing her fur. But the people that were feeding it, they put medicine in the food, and so she got her fur back. So we got to see her all floofy. Here's the Dunnins Castle. Camera photos of it, very vibrant. Here's us on the first day of London. This picture go hard. I go hard. Very vibrant. Here's us on the tour bus. I'm a narcissist. Look at that. That was London Castle. I don't think I talked about that yet. Narcissist. And then this is at the garden place. I go hard. Okay, alright. I gave my camera to my mom. And I'm like, take a picture of me. Por favor. Do not center me. And what I meant by that is don't have my face in the middle. Like horizontally. Don't do this. This is too much wasted space. You gotta keep my head up, like maybe right here. But instead, she's like, oh, okay, don't keep it centered. So she moves the camera to the right. And so then I'm like over here instead of in the middle here. But what I meant, move me up. So there's not much wasted space. Yeah, I cannot count on my family to take photos, except for my dad. But my dad didn't even take photography class, and yeah, he's like actually decent. Look at that. Look at that. That was at Pitlockery. Look at that. And that's it. Alright, anyway. What is this? Oh yeah. Alright, England. Doggy. This is a dog that was passing by. So I'm like, oh no, it's gonna eat all the food.
The accounting software. So like we use QuickBooks.
But it just passes by. So it's fine. And all the birds were eating it. Take a selfie. And then the fox finally shows up to finish it. So I got this video. Pretty schmicky. And then I got another video of us outside. It takes some to bring it back to the children. And then there are the children. Loaf. So these are photos on my phone, so they're not as good.
Look at that thing. Look at that thing.
Yeah, laggy
Look at that
video.
thing.
Oh, it's very long. Look at that thing. It's like Sasquatch footage. It's so bad. Oh, it's not loading. Okay. There's the strawberry moon. Horrible photo. Gosh dang it, I had a camera photo on
He's
here.
so fluffy.
On my phone. From the camera that I imported.
We're like not even gonna go over to it anymore.
Look at that.
So
Look at
fancy.
that. It's so fancy. Look, it's so floofy. It's so majestic.
That's what you want. Look
That's
at
what
the
you want. It's that
frames.
sucky ducky. Oh my gosh.
Look at all the swans.
Look at the
It's so
swans.
majestic. There's like so much stuff going on today.
There's so much stuff going on this day.
Granddad, do you know what this is?
So I show Granddad the camera. He's like, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that bloody little thing. Bit mingy in it.
Did you buy this up there?
Uh-huh.
You flick it open with this.
Yup.
Like that.
So I didn't tell him what it was. I asked him, do you know what it is? So I'm having him look at it.
Oh, great. What mic is it?
It's
And my nanny's like, what mic is it?
an Ensign Selfix.
Ensign
20,
Selfix 20.
And then it comes out.
Look at that.
seen one like that. And it has this little wire to take the pictures with. It's broken though. The wires. It's one of those coily things. So you have to push the lever here. Can you get it repaired?
He sounds so sad.
Needs a bit of cleaning up.
Yeah. Looked it up on the internet.
Not yet.
It's got a number on it or anything. Information.
It's lovely, that is. Yeah.
It's lovely. Quite interesting.
That's your viewfinder. Look at it like this.
Alright, you got it. Here's a mouse pad that they had. Custom mouse pad. So here is my oldest brother that's with us on this vacation. Here's my middle brother that was with us the first time. And then here is yours truly. Me. Being held by my oldest brother here. Amazing. It was pleasant surprise. This thing is old. Okay, so I must have been like 2 or 3 in this photo. This mouse pad is almost as old as me, basically. That's nothing. Don't worry. That's nothing. Don't worry about that. This is nothing. That's nothing. Don't worry about that. Here's me doing a little dilly. If you move it like this, she do it like that. If she does it like this, she do it like that. Come on, shake, shake, make me crazy. Here's my uncle's gatas. Bloody women. That's Turtle. The other one was Shadow. I got to get Turtle to eat some treats. Here's another stray cat with fat balls. He comes in the yard in 2 different ways. He nuts on the grass, and then he comes in to ask if Turtle and Shadow went schmeck, but they're like, nah, we're not interested. So he's not able to get laid. He goes and lays some other cats because he's in heat. Yeah, there you go. They're sisters. So Shadow's more black, and then Turtle's got more brown. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they don't like people that much. There's my uncle. He's very epic. They got a long beard. Okay, it's a bit of a stretch, but I might be able to grow a beard like this now. Okay, if I just keep this growing out, because I always shave it at a certain point, so I never get to see its true potential anymore, ever since I was 14. But now, if I like try to grow it out, it might actually like go to here at least. Who knows? Like, you never know. Maybe something like this. But yeah, he's 60 years old and he dyes his beard red, white, and blue. And then he has like long hair. He just like me for real. There's Shadow again. Big floofy squirrel tail. Look at that. Look at that. She's so squishy. She's so squishy. Wow. Here's his Epic Gamer setup. That's a PC from probably like 2016. Looks old. So then this is South End. It's LA, but British. This is the and it's sunny day as well. Like I could tell you this is in England and you're like, huh, hold on. It's actually very muy bonita for England. And then this is the longest pier dock in the world. It goes to this like thing. So there's 1 mile. And it goes to the ship. A whole dock with like shops and restaurants. You have to pay to go on the ship, so I don't have any pictures on it. But yeah, it's kind of boring. And then here's our house in London. We got these snails. They're dead because it hasn't rained in a month. We did not get rain at all when we were over there. It was so lame. I wanted to go there and I wanted to get hecka rain. But no, it's dry and sunny. Like, come on, bruh. Here's us in London. Here's the eye. And then we go up and we see the entirety of London. It's my 3rd time being here, so I didn't really care that much. I didn't take that many photos on this day. Not very many. We go down. There's a lion. And then here's the wall of all the COVID victims in England. It's like 300,000 or something on here. It just goes on forever. And this is right next to the... What the frick is it called? I don't know. It's next to Big Ben and then that other building. No. Big Ben's somewhere else. I think. Right? I don't remember. Okay, hang on. This thing. Yeah, there's Big Ben. It's next to this thing. It's on the pier. It's over to the left here. Yeah, here we are. It's just across the river. And then it's a aesthetically pleasing building photo. Why are they called buildings when they're already built? And then there's... So in the flat house thing in London, they had a guitar under my brother's bed. And so he's stringing it up. And then he played it after, like, right after I stopped recording. And then my dad started playing it. Very interesting. And then here's the tour. And it's super laggy. Okay, you don't get the tour. It was a nice house. It was the nicest place we stayed in. I had my own bathroom in my room. And I was on top. It was like 3 floors. 4? Wait, no, floor. 4. It was 4. Because there was the bottom that was almost a basement, but it was the living room. And it had the backyard for some reason. And then the entrance room where I had my brother's room. And then 2nd floor with my parents' master bedroom. And then I was on top in my own. And the shower, it was the weirdest thing me and my mom has ever seen. There was no bathtub. The whole room was the shower. So we got the shower head and it had curtains that were like basically useless. Because when you put them around you, it's so small a space. And then, so yeah, you walk in, shower head, and there's the floor, and then the counter with the sink where you can put all your soap and stuff, and then the toilet right in front of all that, and then the toilet paper. So when you take a shower, it gets all humid, and the toilet paper gets all soggy. And it, like, you might splash it and stuff because the whole room's the shower. And there was 2 doors where there was 2 bedrooms and stuff. I was staying in the bigger one. And yeah. But this is at the London Castle. Here's the throne. I don't think that's the original, but whatever. Ravens. Okay, so all the other photos I had of the castle, I deleted them. Because I was trying to get a good selfie. Here's the selfie I went with. This is the clock. And then you could get a view of that thing. And then there's that. Then we go on the Tower Bridge, and we go in the Tower Bridge, and then there's this glass thing. I didn't get any other photos of the Tower Bridge inside in the museum because it's just boring, and two, this is my third time being here, so I didn't care. And then there's a British cat. It's like a mascot of the Tower Bridge because they're trying to capitalize off of the museum. Anyway, meow meow, follow us down the stairs now. Very British. That was a horrible British accent, but you know. I swear I can do it better most of the time. But when I'm trying to do an impression of a bloody British cat, it's just a little bit more difficult. So then here's the garden thing. Hair. Ice cream, look at that. Semen, look at that. On my face. And then here's the one movie theater in the entirety of Britain. Or something. Well, I don't know what the heck it was. And you already know. Big Ben is about to be my Ben. Mercedes-Benz, go up my booty. Oh, look at this architecture. Muy bonita ciudad. Flowers, faces. There's an amazing building. That's what you want to go to. Bloody LGBT. The bloody LGBT. The most degenerate flag I've ever seen. We got the rainbow. It's all fine and dandy. My brother likes men. And then you got transracial, transgender, meth, Jesse Pinkman and Walter White. And then intersexual. Why is intersexual in the pride flag now? Intersexual, last time I checked, is people that are attracted to themselves. Oh, frick you. Individuals born with any of several Schmech characteristics, including chromosome patterns, gonads, or genitals that occur according to the Office of National... Okay, never mind. I don't know what intersexual is. But that's still degenerate. Okay. I thought it was like people that are attracted to themselves. I could have sworn that's what it was. Here's a Chinatown in London. That's crazy. Here's a swastika. But here's the thing. It's fine because it is an Indian thing. It's an Indian swastika. Now, I have reason to believe that I am on a famous street. I just realised that this little house has the same exact infrastructure as the house that Mizzy walked into with that family staying inside, sat on the couch and tried to get a reaction out of them and then ran out. He's, as far as I'm aware, he's arrested right now, so I'm not really seeing him anywhere in London at all. Alright, there's some people I saw that I thought was Mizzy for a second. They look exactly like him. Anyway, so he walks through this door here, okay? Walking in here. Oh no, there's the father walking down the stairs. Sees Smizzy, walks into the bloody living room, and there's a couch. It's right by that door there, but the couch here is right there. He sits on the bloody couch, angled towards the doorway, waiting for the dad to come in. Gets up and then walks out. The mother and child are freaking out back there. And he walks out, there you go. And that's the prank. Amazing, I'm in a famous street. That bloody incident probably happened on this street. That's crazy. I could probably go find that house and interview those parents that witnessed all of this. And I could ask them how they felt. I could get so clouted, mate. But I won't, because I'm not going to waste my time. We don't have time for that. That's not part of the vacation. So, I guess that's about it then. Follow all the social media. Bye-bye. Now, I was pretty much explaining that the house we were in has the same infrastructure as the house that Mizzy walked into doing that TikTok prank, and he got arrested for it right after. Yeah, I explained the whole thing in that video, so I'm not even going to explain it again. What is this? I don't remember. Oh, this is the Abbey Church, yeah. So we go inside. We're allowed to take pictures now. Last time I went, we were not allowed to take pictures, but now we are. So here's the inside of it. Amazing, never seen before footage. Here's the memorial for Stephen Hawking. Okay. He wanted to be next to Newton, or near Newton, or Darwin. No, he wanted to be near Darwin, where he's buried, I think. Here's, I think this is Newton. Yeah, this is Isaac Newton. Here's his memorial. Amazing. But yeah, this is pretty much the rest of it. Just stuff like this. We got like monarchs that are in their casket here. Probably a skeleton by now. Throughout the like 1100 years of British history. Or no, the church was built in like the 1100s, I think. So the 900, or was it the 1300s? I think it was the 1300s. Yeah. I don't remember. It's an old church, but not as old as a lot of the other churches that are here. This was, yeah, I don't know, I took a picture of that. But yeah, this is, I think this is a grave that you just walk on, see someone standing on it. I think it's a grave. Because it's shaped like a person. How to be a Brit. It's pretty funny, isn't it? Another selfie. I just totally forgot that I already took a selfie. And then we did another Harry Potter tour, but this time it was London. Here's, I think this is in Fantastic Beasts, I think. I don't remember. And then we're walking on this bridge, and my dad was like, "It was a lovely photo, lovely." And there's the Tower Bridge in the background. There's this. I didn't take very many photos because I just did not care. Here's our tour guide. Instead of being Scottish and fun, she was British and fun. She was still a really good tour guide. We enjoyed it a lot. Okay. The Scottish person was better because it was kind of funny. Oh, is that Ozzy Osbourne? Oh my gosh. Scottish person was better because she sounded weird and it was funny to listen to her accent. This was where they filmed in the first Harry Potter movie, where they go to the thingy and Hagrid's like, "We need to go to the thingy," and Harry's like, "How do we find it? Like, where the frick is there a good place for the Fricky Ricky?" And Hagrid's like, "If you know where to go." And this is where that was filmed. That's where you go. And this was like a restaurant kind of aisle where you can eat at many different places. So we go to another Italian restaurant. And then we get more pizza. And I didn't get food sick this time. Pretty good, innit? And so then we go out of London and we go back to Essex. And I'm with my grandparents again. And we go to Toby's. There's Toby. Food. And we get load up that plate. Load up that plate. Look at that. Look at that. Lovely. And with the dessert. I really shouldn't have eaten that dessert. And then we got more Prime at the store. And then more Prime. The river filled up. Prime. Sunset. We went on a walk in the grass. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. And then there's this drought because it hasn't rained in so long. We got these cracks everywhere. Giant mosquitoes. The river is down. And there's my initials over there. I walked in the river in the mud and I just like looked around. And then I carved my Professor Teague's initials here. And so it's there forever. It was there when we were leaving. Hopefully it's going to last 10 years, but probably not. Here's my granddad's Jaguar. There's the car we were driving. Here's we went to another antique store, and here's a NFT for some reason. There's more stuff here. Owls. Boring. Oh, and then here's the military antique store. We went here before and we bought like a civilian helmet from World War II, and my brother has it. My middle brother. There's a German helmet. And then here's more. here we have World War II Nazi helmet. Here's the swastika. That's crazy. It's in good condition. German stuff. Police cane. The first suppressed pistols in World War II. Giant swastika eagle with some rifles. Some medals with more swastikas. And like some stuff and other things, swastika. That was all German. Some blades. Old camera. So, and there's that. And we bought this. Don't tell anyone. That is not real. Rocky. This is like a nerd store. Shadow Freddy. Motley Crue. And then here's this mystical, whimsical store full of dragon stuff and Satanist things. Yeah. Kitty. Owl. Oh. Yeah, I bought the owl. I bought this. It's right here. I'm gonna give it to someone. Old thing. I don't know what that is. Fallout TV. Fallout radio. Fortnite slurp juice and slap juice. Typewriter. Cash register. It's kind of boring. Owl. iPhone. Whistle. I bought this as well. It's a police whistle from World War I, and it still has the leather on it. Very valuable. Police plaque. Swastika thing. Blood is flabbergasted. Black person. Fallout radio. Oh, fluffy dog. This dog was yapping. Yapping like crazy. Look at that sausage. This is my cousin Emma, I think. And then her husband, Philip, that was to the right. But this is their new dog, and it yaps at everything. Look at the nips. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's like warts. And they kind of like brought the dog over so we could talk and pet the dogs. Man, this thing just barked at everything, and it was loud and obnoxious. It was a bad dog, and it peed on the balcony or the porch, something, whatever it's called. Okay, and then we went to this river thing of the weird dragonflies. There's Andrew Tate. Sunset again. We went on a walk with one of my dad's old friends from school. And then another grandparent or uncle's aunt's house, something, whatever they are. Flowers everywhere. It was like a unkept garden that they kind of take care of, but you know, another relative kind of owned it and they took care of it a lot better, but then they're dead. So here's where we're hanging out. I was bored out of my mind. I didn't want to be there. Everyone's old and just annoying, and they're unproductive and unhealthy. There's a giant bee. Bumblebee. It's the biggest bee I've ever seen in my life. This is like a big bumblebee. It was like fat and overgrown. There's the stray cat eating out of my hand. It's hungry and dying. There's the daughter. There she is. And then I got sunburnt because I was sitting in the sun for so long, just not talking to anyone. Yeah. Parental. There's my dad next to my granddad. And then there's my Uncle David. And then there's my Aunt Caroline. This picture looks fake. And then here's Billy Bob. The next day. And then so I go with my other aunts and uncles and my cousins to this. They have like marriages and weddings here or something. And then here's like a church at the cemetery. We're just taking a walk around this town. And then we found Shrek's swamp. And we go in here. There's spiders everywhere. And so right here, there's like a spider on the wall somewhere. I play back the video and I don't see it, but apparently, we stop right here, and there's like a giant spider on the wall. It's like this big, and they freak out, and we all run out and stuff. And apparently, it's the only poisonous spider in the entirety of Britain. It has like the red spot on its booty. But yeah. And then we pass by Stonehenge, and we go into a hotel house, something? Where did we go in? Ah, yes. We went into a barn house that was built into a house. And there's the little swamp there. The garden. It's a very lovely place. This is my second favorite. There's windows everywhere, but yeah. It would be my favorite place that we stayed at if there wasn't so many bugs and it wasn't so hot. None of the houses in England have air conditioning. But this is my room. I got to take it and my brother slept on the couch. Yeah. I went to this restaurant and had this tree. Here's Stonehenge. It was crowded. I've never seen so many people crowded around it. Everywhere. There's people everywhere. Horrible selfies. What the heck? And then there's this place that we passed by, and we're like, what the heck is this? So we did research on it, and apparently, it is really interesting. There's a lot of history behind it. Winston Churchill had his, like, meeting here with, all the other ninjas. Like, this is where they planned D-Day and stuff with the Franklin and Stalin, or I think. There's this avatar tree. There's a river. And then there's this thing. It's a memorial for someone. There's these things. Garden. Giant tree that like some Russian czar planted in like 1800s. Selfie in the grass. Playground. We do not have playgrounds like this. I'm trying to speed this up because I'm really hungry. And dinner's ready. Cemetery. People hanging around it. Like a park. Spiderweb. Sunset. And okay, so back at the barn house, there's this dog that just showed up out of nowhere, but apparently it's owned by the owners of the property. It was just wandering around, and it kind of found me. It just walked in like it owned the place, because it does own the place. There's these snail shells everywhere that I picked up. Here's the interior. Flower. More flowers. The foxes. Oh, yeah, there's the straw. Okay, here are the photos I missed. Okay, so Wales. Let's do Wales real quick. So we spent a day in Wales. There's not that many photos. This will be really quick, and then I can end the episode. So first thing we did, went to this abbey, Turton, whatever, I don't remember what it's called. Starts with a T, Turton or something. Turton Abbey, and they're doing work on it to make it more tourist attractable. Because nobody knows Wales exists. I didn't even know Wales was a country until I was 13. But yeah, you can just walk around the ruins and stuff. Just a bunch of rooms that aren't there. There's a tub. This thing. Stalactites. Why does it focus on me? Lens flare. Doorway. Room. Selfie. Welsh writing. Some weird language. Sun refractory. Wash. Sewage. Lens flare. More ruins. Flower growing out of the side. Big black coal. There's just random chicken walking around. We're so confused. This thing. This thing. This thing. This thing. Why are there so many pictures of it? Okay. Big black coal. And then we found more chickens outside. And so there's this one. I was trying to like grab it. And then it just hops up to my family for some reason. And they start feeding it crackers. Look at that. And then there's this brown chicken over here. And I feed it a cracker. There you go. That's that sucky ducky. Yeah. And then another one shows up. So now there's 3 chickens. Look at them running. Look at that. And we're feeding them all crackers. And then we ran out of crackers. So here's where they keep them. And they just like fly everywhere. And they kind of get out somehow. So they have roosters in here. And they're making noise the whole time. But yeah. So then we go to this other castle right here. I don't remember what it's called. There's a statue. That's me when I see a ginger. What is this castle called? I don't remember. Leaning Tower of Pizza. Leaning Tower. It doesn't have a name. It's pretty epic. So yeah, you can go inside and there's actual interiors. There's some dragons. Leaning Tower. Crush me. Vegetation. Inside of the Leaning Tower. Outside of the Leaning Tower. Dove. White dove. I've never seen a wild white dove before. Inside of it. That's about it. Stairs that go nowhere. That thing. Pigeons got inside. This one was probably like pregnant or something, so it wasn't really moving around. Yeah, they just kind of stood in front of us. They didn't care. That thing. Pigeons flying around on the inside. Yard. Water. That thing. Ice cream. Ice cream was very mid. 6 out of 10. Not very flavorful. Allah. Wow. We ate at a pub. Got some flat iron steak. Triple fried chips. A mushroom. I never tried a mushroom before. It was bad. These things. Sussy. Yeah. Some 2 ghee guys that gave us some Welsh cakes. Shout out to Rogue Welsh Cake Cafe. Highly rated. So we're eating the Welsh cakes and we found this beach. It was just some rocks in front of the ocean. So then I was walking around. Kind of scoped out the area. What is this? Oh, we found some sheep that were in the grass. But they had like tags in the ears so they weren't wild or anything. But yeah, they just kept running away. Tried to give them a Welsh cake, but they just didn't. Here's a fossil. It's like a spine. Goes from here all the way to over here. Rocks. More rocks. Ocean. Another fossil swirly thing. Another fossil. Snails that I found. More baby snails. We're almost done. We're almost done.
Sometimes in life, Mother Nature gives you obstacles. It's your job to overcome them. Look at a crab.
Look at the crab.
Hey, little boy. Pinch me. I dare you.
He just
You're not
digs in
burying
the
yourself in the sand now. There you go.
And he kept
You're
on
not
camouflaging. And then there's a photo.
Bloody. Frick you. Bloody red things in there. Oh no. Bloody red things in there.
Sea anemones.
It's the things that the clownfish sleep in. Are they supposed to sting you? Because like when I touch them, they kind of like stick to my finger.
And then I found
There's
another
a whole
crab.
bunch of them.
Right?
Look at that. Look at that. Alright, we're gonna put that in. Boom.
I was torturing a bunch of sea creatures.
They like grab onto them. Favorite.
Another crab I found. It was a little bit bigger. Sea star fossil. Cows that were walking by. 3 quid prime for some reason. And then there you go. That's the vacation. We went home and it was all good and dandy. There you go. That concludes it for the podcast. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Sub to the main channel. I'm gonna eat dinner now. That's about it. Scotland vlog. I don't think I'm gonna include all the other countries, but just specifically Scotland on this channel. By the end of the summer, I'm going to take my time and work on it. It's going to be very good. It's going to be better than the history project thing of the 1980s. It's going to be really good, okay? So, bye-bye. It's all just for funsies.